Well, me when it says that it's streaming, but it's actually not. Okay. Am I actually for real this time? Streaming. I hate when I do that as well. Yeah, it's working. I hate when I do that as well because like I don't want to spam people's uh you know uh notifications or their inbox subscription thing. I don't even know what it's called because I don't use it anymore. I haven't used it in a long time. Anywho, I got a lot to kind of talk about. I got a new router. I got a TP-Link BE 11,000, and then a Surfboard A33, A33 Aris S33 modem. Wi-Fi. I got a new router. Wi-Fi 7. You can believe it. Finally, you can actually get a decent deal on a Wi-Fi 7 router. I think because for the past like year-ish, we've been stuck with $400+ uh, routers that are Wi-Fi 7, and it sucks. Well, they're good routers, but they're just way too expensive. So finally, I actually got one on. It was like 220 or something. So it'll last me a long time. The only devices that I have that are Wi-Fi 7 is my OnePlus 12, and then there's another high-end S24 Ultra in the house that um works for Wi-Fi 7, but like their phone, so who cares? Everything else is 6E and stuff. But yeah, I was on Wi-Fi 5, which is like that was an old router that I had before. My God, I forgot about the Lego. But the biggest thing that has been going on recently is I have. Well, here, let me just show you. No, I have completely fucked my Anki, by the way. Okay, this is all messed up. Anyway, oh yeah. So I have two decks now, and now let me break this down. This deck, I don't know why it's called 2K, 6K, but I think the 6K stands for 6,000. I'm not sure what that. I don't know, but this has 6,000 words in this deck. And I have. Why is it? Oh, that's the deck. And I have gone through all 6,000 words. Now, unfortunately, I have not been progressing the way I should be at all. Really. I mean, you can go back 3 years. You can go back to 2 years ago. You can go back a year ago, and I'm gonna say the exact same thing every single time, in every Japanese update, Japanese learning update. I am lazy. I have really bad habits, and I'm really bad at building habits. I like to procrastinate. So, unfortunately, where I'm at with this deck is that I have gone through all 6,000 words, but dog, there's no way in hell that 5,777 of these are mature. And I'm pretty sure mature means you know, if I am passing them with ease. The flashcard comes up, I see it, I recognize it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's this word, okay, move on. That is most certainly not happening. Because I've essentially cheated myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I know that, and then I don't actually know it that well, or I don't have a good grasp, or I really should just press again.
反論がある人はどうぞ。
It's loud. You know, it's just a mess, man. I wanted to start sentence mining like 6 months ago, and it didn't happen. Because of course it didn't. I just got lazy. And then of course the struggle, whoops. And of course the struggle to just continue watching Japanese content and immersing is just, I don't know if I'll ever solve that problem. I don't know. It's a struggle. It's a hard language. As you can see, I have my Migaku extension in Anki, which of course, okay, I need to rant for a second, big time. I'm gonna open Brave because this is the browser that I'm using now to sentence mine. I know, spoiler. And if someone is watching this and you don't know what sentence mining is, okay, basically what you do is you download this extension, and I'm going to YouTube. You download this extension, and you watch Japanese content that is in Japanese, if you would call it that. And what you do is you pick out words from that the people are saying in the content, and you're like, oh, what does shukan mean? Oh, I don't know. Oh, look at this. And then you make a flashcard out of this sentence. That is what sentence mining is. It is very powerful, and I think it's also going to be very powerful for me once I finally get the hang of it, because like it's a lot easier to remember something when you're watching a YouTube video that you're invested in, and you can remember you making the flashcard, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I remember this, that's what it means, I remember this context. Migaku as a concept is amazing. Like, here, let's just get a I know these words, but see, like, okay, like I know these words, but I don't know them that well, and that's the problem, is that I should know them well. Whatever, here, I'll just quickly make a card. I'm not gonna bother like doing too much. Okay, so I want to learn this word, shosai. You can click on it, see the definition. You can send this to the card creator, and then it's right now it's recording the audio. Okay, that's not a very good one because he like cut off at the end there. But it then opens this, which I have an issue with, but here's the sentence. So you have shosai, well, you know, and then you got your sentence. It's a little cut off, but that's fine. This is probably one of the toughest parts. The sentence translation is not the best. That's why I would also not recommend sentence mining for beginners. I wouldn't really do that. I would definitely build up a nice baseline vocabulary so you can kind of understand most things, and you're just sort of this is taking it to the next level, you know. You're mining words that are helpful for you specifically, more sort of a personal targeted thing. And it really forces you to read. It really forces you to really listen a lot. It's cool. So okay, if I was like, okay, this is all good, I could just press create card. I'm actually not gonna press create card because I don't want to mine this word, even though I probably should. But see, it then sends it to this, or it's supposed to be able to send it to Anki, and it does indeed send it to Anki. Like, here's a card. I don't know what this means.
ペンローブっていうね3つの外装3つの見た目をしたコペンを今現行で買うことができるようになっています。通常車っていうのはですねこの
外装
I'm so conflicted, dude, because it's like, okay, let me break this down. I would really like to Anki because I am familiar with Anki. I like their SRS. I like Anki. But the problem is that sending cards from Migaku to Anki is jank as hell.
を挟まなきゃいけないのが嫌だ。あとビッグカメラとか
So wait, let me just see these.
もうビッグ
Wait.
俺
No, okay, see, some of them are
Wait.
broke. I don't even know,
じゃ
like,
じゃこれやっていい？はいはめました。
this is, true art. I don't know, man. It's like, the problems I'm having with Anki is I'm using Anki on multiple different platforms. I'm using it on macOS. I'm using it on Android. I'm using it on Windows. And it's just messy. It gets messy really quickly. I don't even know what... So, the alternative is Mikaku Memory, which is basically Anki, but it's on the web and it's directly tied into Mikaku. But the main thing right now is, okay, I'm realizing that this is probably a more foolproof way to do it, a way that will break less often, because as Anki updates and as Migaku updates, I'm assuming that this type of stuff is going to get broken in the future, just because I think it's gonna, I don't know. Migaku Memory, obviously, I would not put it past the Migaku team to fuck shit up where their own flashcard thing, they break it, but it's probably easier, it's probably more simple, right? The main thing right now that I am getting super annoyed at is the fucking rainbow text. It's, I don't know why, but it's just so distracting for me. Look at this. And it's supposed to be some stupid syntax shit where it's like telling you the pitch accent or something. Like, dude, listen, brother. If I make it to where I need to study pitch accent, that's a future me problem. That is end game from my perspective. That is an end game thing that I don't even know. I barely even know if I'm gonna end up learning that language properly. So I do not need this fucking syntax. Something. How do I? There's a lot of pictures of AirPods in this guy's note, but it's annoying And like to manually take out the syntax stuff, you have to, here, I'll show you. To manually take out the syntax. Why is it not open? Why did I exit? Okay. To manually take out the syntax, right? Okay, let's send this card to the, yes.
買ってください。もう結論っていうか、これからね、また試して詳細なレビューをしますけれども、現時点では
Okay. To manually take out the syntax, you can press modify syntax, but look at this. It's so annoying. You have to remove all of this. All of these brackets and commas and semicolons. So it's just like, you know, I wonder actually. Hold up. Hold up. Can you? I'm gonna try and remove this with AI. If he can do this, I'll be kind of impressed. Oh, it can do it, no problem. Okay, well, I mean, I could maybe do this. It could be a stupid workaround. Did it get it? Hold on. Let me turn that back off. Yeah. Big surprise. Do that. But I shouldn't have to do this. I really shouldn't. Oh, hey, I can at least. Ah, shit. And I would still have to do this. Well, actually, couldn't I? Wait, hold on. Hold on. This is, we're thinking in real time. Couldn't I just. I didn't mean to close that. Couldn't I just. Okay, I want to mine this word. I send it. It records the thing. And then I could just go like that. Okay, so I think I have to modify. I have to press modify syntax. X, delete it. Put it back. And then I could do it. So I literally have to get rid of this and then paste. Right after. Okay. Now here's where the real rant starts about Migaku. Number one. Let me set the stage. This program costs, it's like $10 or $11 a month. And if you want to buy it for a year, it's like $96. I paid $96 for a year. Because I was, you know, I'm going to be in this for the long run. You might as well take the discount, right? For the year subscription. Okay. So, keeping that in mind, let's take a look at how you edit settings. So, you have your toolbar, right? You have your toolbar up here. You do it like this. That works fine. Okay. So here's some of the settings for video options and like subtitles. Here's some more options. Okay. If you go into here, you also have some options. If you click this, it opens a different, more settings for this, which this is, I guess, like your main settings. but you still have more settings over here and here. And if you press that, oh, heaven forbid, guess what? More settings. And it just fucking opens a goddamn another tab. Go to account. I think you have more settings in there as well. It's just, this feels so fragmented, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, trying to find a specific setting, I can barely even keep track of where all the settings are. Like, where I can go to look. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot that. I don't even remember where, I don't even know. It was one of the settings. I was like, wait, I have settings there? I completely forgot. It's yeah, in here. For the longest time, I needed these settings, and I was like, dude, where the fuck is this? I couldn't find it. It was in here. Number 2. This, I guess they need this like this card creator. It's more convenient like this to have it as a separate thing that just sort of is always open in the background that you can have in a second monitor. But it is annoying. Okay, this is still annoying. Number 3. Where is the fucking Migaku memory? I also don't like that when you click memory, it just opens another one, another fucking window. Number 4. I don't even know what number I'm on. This does not work on Firefox at all. I guess I really can't hold against them that much because I do understand that this is a lot to code. This is a lot of shit. So I guess I can't really hold it against them. But it does mean that I literally have to use a completely different browser just for this, which is kind of annoying. And by kinda, I mean very. Yeah, I don't know. And I just haven't been the most satisfied with these subtitles. Either they get cut off at the end of a sentence, it'll be like blah 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 mas, or you know, but like it'll cut the last part of the sentence off, and it'll put it like, okay, it would cut the last part of this off and put it as the first character of this subtitle, which is annoying as fuck, especially when you are trying to make a flashcard and you want, you know, like it's not very intuitive to get clean audio of just that sentence because of the way these subtitles work. And some of it is YouTube's fault, but it's still just like so frustrating that Migaku is this quite expensive software, and it's still kind of it just feels like I'm limited in so many ways. Another thing that annoys me to no end is that you can't change this sentence
待ってください。もう結論っていうか、これからねまた試して詳細なレビューをしますけれども、現時点では
So if I didn't want that last part, you know, there's just, oh my god, there's no way for me to cut this or do anything with it. There's nothing I can do with it. It's just, I mean, I guess I could save as and like put it in Audacity, but really, like, that seems like a very would be useful feature, and the fact that it doesn't exist, I don't know. God. I need this. Uh. Okay, that doesn't help me. Um. I love Reddit. Oh, I can't downvote. Okay, and see, this is not for Migaku memory. Oh. Ooh. It had to do with Migaku options and the Anki cards. Sorry for bothering you, Jesus. Reddit moment. I don't know. There's probably a way. Uh. See, this is for. Let me poke around in here. Okay, well, this doesn't have syntax. Wait. If you don't want to see specific attributes, text colors in your flashcards, go to Study Settings in Migaku Memory or Anki. Let me do that. Study Settings. Oh yeah, look, more another fucking settings panel. Where? Swipe to answer cards, hide review progress. Oh, there we go. None. Why is it, dude? You know, I'm gonna try. I don't know. You know what? I will try it. Hold on. Audio plays automatically. Hide long. Yeah, I don't understand. Why is it on none, but it's still... I don't get it. Because this you would think is off. Show pitch coloring. Okay. So if I go... Why are there two decks? Explain. Explain.
昨日お化け屋敷で叫んでしまった。
お化け屋敷
Why does it... Why is it playing the sample sentence first? Oh, you know why? Hold up. I think...
昨日お化け屋敷
Get rid of this. Is that only for subsequent? I don't know what's happening.
昨夜お化け屋敷で怖い体験をしました。
お化け屋敷
I love mono channel. I also have to get used to all that fucking mucho texto. this is still not. Get rid of this. Yeah, it's still.
その自信どこから来てんの？いやだってまあ作り物。
I don't know.
昨日の芝居は
Ah, dude, I had a whole adventure yesterday too, trying to change the font on Anki, and I only made it worse. Oh, so bad. What's the point if I can just click on it?
昨日の芝居はとても面白かったです。
芝居、
Who are these people recording these words on the world's worst microphone? Like, yeah, that's the shit, bruh. Okay. Why do I have 2 decks? Why? Okay, hold up. Yeah, it's still. I don't even know what this means. Okay, mind. As you can see, I am thoroughly confused about many things. Truly. So that should fix this. Wait, did it? Was it just bugged? Weird. Or does it just show it? I don't even know. Crazy. Wait, hold up. Okay, so here it shows. But what if I go into here? No, here. Stop. Okay, I gotta stop clicking. I don't mean to do that. I'm just like highlighting.
で評判の良かった AirPods にノイズキャンセリングの機能がつきました。それが
Okay, well, I guess it doesn't matter that much if it's not. I still don't understand why sometimes it's. I don't get it. 引っ張る。引っ張る? Wait. 部分。
やっぱねソニーの方がこの部分がやっぱ耳の外に出るから外に引っ張られる感じはあるね。
引っ張る。
やっぱねソニーの方がこの部分がやっぱ耳の外に出るから外に引っ張られる感じはあるね。
引っ張る。
Why?
やっぱね
Okay, I have to get used to. Okay, what did that just do? I don't even know.
で外部音取り込み。あ、うわすげえ、ちゃんと、うわすごいね。
取り込み、
I wish. Okay. It shows it. It shows it in here.
で外
取り込み、
Okay. It shows that it's down here.
部で評判の良かった AirPods
This one's just
に
broke, I think.
ノ
I
イズ
think I
キャン
just
セリング
fucked
の
it
機
up.
能がつきました。それが
So if I go like this, yeah, I just forgore. Yeah, I don't like this either. This is too busy for me. Like, I don't need these fucking stars. I don't need all of this shit. I would just like. I don't want it.
で評判の良かった AirPods にノイズキャンセリングの機能がつきました。それが
I really need more cards.
やっぱね、ソニーの方がこの部分がやっぱ耳の外に出るから外に引っ張られる感じはあるね。
引っ張る、
This one's also fucked up for some reason. Ah, yes. This is what I want to see when I. Like, dude, I. It's very annoying. Okay. So, that is that. As you can see, I am not super ecstatic about Gigaku, but there's nothing that you can really do, you know? Like, honestly, I don't really. I'm sure there's at least one competitor to Migaku, but if this ass smaller one is going to be even more ass squared. You know? You know, this is why yeah. That's why I was procrastinating about it. Also, you know, another problem here is that my whole thing that I just got done setting up effectively, which is this. I cannot mine from. Which sucks. Cause like this and whatever. I guess what are you gonna do? I have to download MPV again. Let's continue with my fucking. And Okay, this is crazy. By the way, but this is my second deck that I finished. This is so stupid of me. I can't believe it that I did this. By the way, I would be in such a better spot if I didn't delete the first deck that I did. I had a deck and it had like I don't know, like 400 or 500 words in it. It was supposed to be like get you off the ground, most basic words type deck. And I liked it a lot. It was good. But when I finished it, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm done. And I just stopped doing that deck. What? Why would, like, just because there are no new cards left doesn't mean that you all of a sudden are, yeah, they're all locked in. I know them all now. Like, you have to keep doing the reviews. That is really where you start locking in your brain. And I can't believe I did that because I would be probably in such a better spot if I would have just done those reviews. Like, really. Because all of those were pretty simple words. And it would have taken me like 3-4 months for me to really get them down, you know? And then I could just completely breeze through them. Because there's only, a couple hundred cards. And a lot of them, I did know a good amount of them already. The fact that I just completely decided, I don't know, it's crazy to me that I did that. Wild. So many mistakes, so many issues. How do why must they change this every day? The only thing that I will say is that doing this has kind of made me realize I do actually know quite a few words. Like, because now that I'm really like hyper focused on the subtitles, like I can go many sentences without going, oh wait, what was that? What is more common is that I hear a word and I kind of have to piece together the meaning. I'm like, I kind of know what that means when it does happen. But like a lot of these I actually do know. So that is kind of a morale booster because in a lot of ways I thought that I was just like, I don't know, I knew like 3 words. But I do in fact, I think, know an actual reasonable amount of vocabulary. Which you would fucking hope so because I have been learning this language for 3 years. You know. Oh god. Dude, I don't even wanna. There's this YouTuber. His name is Levi Kivi. He's one of the main reasons why I started. Well, I actually don't even remember anymore. But definitely he is one of my most watched YouTubers on a journey to learn Japanese. Really good channel. He just kind of does whatever he wants. He actually reminds me a lot of Seto Koji. That YouTuber that I was just watching a while ago. With the AirPods in his nose and because Seto-san basically just does anything he wants. He just uploads whatever he finds interesting, and it's kind of the same way with Levi Kivi. But obviously a big part of his content has been Japanese stuff. And Oh my god, dude. If I rewatch his 3-year update video, I'm literally gonna cry. Because I can like this hurts to say out loud. I like struggle to read a sentence a lot of the times where he was like experimenting with speaking finally. And he like already could read and listen to basically anything that he wanted with no difficulty. Oh, that's so depressing to say out loud. Oh my god. Because where I am right now is definitely not at that level. I can watch and enjoy a lot of Japanese content, but I still, honestly, this is going to sound crazy. I've talked about this a lot back in the day. But if you, there's a wall, and it is extremely difficult to get over this wall when learning a language, when trying to immerse with YouTube content or videos or whatever, immersion, you know, just listening practice. It is extremely difficult to get over the wall to where you can just enjoy the content and it's not okay. Let me fucking restart. Jesus Christ. Once you get over the wall, what ends up happening is that you are at a good enough baseline of vocabulary and understanding where you can basically just start truly enjoying the content that you are trying to learn from. Where you can just click a video, you know, you don't got to worry about, you don't have to worry about your eyes rolling into the fucking back of your head because you're like, I just don't even know what the hell's happening in this video. You have a good enough baseline to where you can really just know 70, 80, 90% of the words being spoken, and that remaining 30, 20, 10% is what you're really learning. And from there, your growth is a lot easier. You know, you're just watching the content and it makes it easier to put in the hours. I don't think I'm past the wall yet, honestly. I think I'm close. A lot of these I can watch pretty easily. But it's still just like, you know, sometimes there would be a couple sentences where I'm just like, dude, I don't even know what, I don't know what just happened. And I just have to ignore them, accept the ambiguity, and ambiguousness. And just continue on. But that's very depressing to say because I really should be past that at this point. There's an eyelash inside my eye.
反論がある人はどうぞ。
And another thing, I really should have had this on the whole time. This, like, how long it's going to be till I next see this card. Because I think that I didn't have that on for like the first year and a half, 2 years. Like I only recently turned it on. And I think in my mind, if I'm like, oh yeah, I know that word, but I don't really know that word that well, and I really should press again. Like, but I see down here, I'm not gonna see that word for another year or a year and a half. I'd be like, okay, I can just press again. Because like, if you were like almost there, like you kind of remember the word, and from the sentence you're like, yeah, I know what that means, you know. But you're not 100%, you're like 80%. Like just pressing again, it adds such a small amount of time to this overall, you know, to this overall review session. But that benefit of like being like, yeah, I kind of know that word. Yeah, I know that word. To you seeing it, you press again, and then you see it again, and you're like, handon, objection, and you get it, and it's in your brain, and you're like, yep, I got it. That fucking probably forms some goddamn type of connection that is better than any friendship I could ever have. Okay, and I all these little mistakes just really affect
葬式。彼の葬式は明日です。
That sucks.
保健室で少し休んだわ。
God, I'm gonna miss Anki so much. I definitely gotta get used to Migaku memory, but oh my god, I miss this. The way this core 2K6 deck is set up is like perfect. It's beautiful. It's simplistic. It's classy.
バカらしい。小さなことにくよくよするのはバカらしいよ。
Look at this. It's just got you get a little extra, but you get it. Okay, it's an adjective. You get the sentence. You get the translation. This is the sentence.
小さなことにくよくよするのはバカらしいよ。
It's great. I'm gonna miss Anki so much. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm not gonna see it again.
炊く。薪を集めて火を焚いたよ。
Because I literally am going to continue reviewing these cards, but I'm just gonna get frustrated. I might see this. I don't know.
到着。夜9時に東京に到着しました。
不平等。職場での男女不平等はよく見られるね。ポスター。電柱にポスターが貼ってあった。やり直し。仕事がやり直しになった。
This one, see, I'm almost tempted to just even if it like I read this word, I was like, yep, I know what it means. I'm almost tempted to just press here because it's gonna increase the amount of reviews I have, but like honestly, I'm kind of thinking of it as sort of retribution. Sort of a punishment for, you know, pressing again when I really should, or pressing pass when I should have failed.
任せる。この仕事は君に任せる。
I also should have changed this quicker to 9 minutes instead of 10. I know that doesn't sound like a big difference, but I think it kind of is for me, because like by 10 minutes I seem to forget bird again. I think 9 is like, it's not too fast, a little bit less, you know. Like this I also got, but this is 4.7 years, so I'm definitely gonna just rerun that one. God damn it. Hatsumode. Eh? What does that mean though? First shrine.
初詣。近くの神社に初詣に行きました。
You know what else is weird? I swear to God that doesn't the font look different? Wait, did they change the font and I just like didn't notice? That was 2 months ago. I feel like they did. Huh. They definitely did. Am I crazy? Reward.
報酬。その仕事の報酬として20万円もらいました。
Does this look different? I swear like these are thinner kanjis. Like the lines for the kanji is thinner. This was a year ago. I'm not crazy. Cause yeah, come to think, I kind of thought in my head that it was just me getting used to it. Hanamuko, groom.
花婿。花婿
I don't know
と
why it's
花嫁が
bridegroom.
並んで登場したんだ。掘る。彼は木の像を掘ったの。
I have no idea.
タンパク質。
Yeah, that's
タンパ
why.
ク質は大切な栄養です。操縦。このボートは操縦が簡単です。
I think another thing that kind of makes me think that I don't know that much is I am still ass at remembering kanji, but a lot of these words I think I do actually know reasonably well. And I've definitely stopped passing when I like I hear the sentence, I know what it means, but I fail the kanji. I don't do that anymore. I used to when I started, but now I'm just sort of always failing. Uh,
書く。背中をお母さんに書いてもらったの。
here's some real voice actors, and that's what I'm gonna miss, you know, about this deck. They got the range, you know. They can go all the way from small child to Oba-chan.
「吊るす」。木にブランコを吊るしました。
個人。これは私個人の意見です。位置。私の町は東京の北に位置します。
年賀。年賀はがきが売り出されたね。
I also haven't done Anki on my computer in the longest. Is this rainbow or snake? It's snake.
虹。
Oh.
雨が上がって美しい虹が出たね。
偏見。彼は世の中の偏見と戦ったんだ。
Getting distracted by Discord and my friends deleting another friend's existence. Swapping water bottles? 眉毛。
眉毛。彼女の眉毛は太いな。
風呂場。私は風呂場で歯を磨きます。
餅。正月には餅を食べますよ。
I get more wrong. Another thing that I've been saying for like months is I really need to start doing this in the morning rather than at night. It is like a huge noticeable difference if I do it earlier in the day. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I just like lose the will to live as time goes on throughout the day. I don't know. Okay.
保健室で少し休んだわ。分解。機械を分解してみたの。
やり直し。仕事がやり直しになった。
So what was this at? Was this at like I can't remember. But it's down to 2.6 months. But that's like okay. You know, it's not too quick.
高等学校。弟が高等学校を卒業しました。
Senior high school. What does this mean? What? Okay. I hate this. I hate when you type on a Japanese. What is senior high school? Okay. 高等学
怠ける。怠けていないで手伝って。
I don't know why I can't get this word. I've pressed again on this word so many times, you don't even understand.
「実用的」。彼の発明品は皆実用的だよ。
一人で。今日は一人で映画を見ます。
Was this at 2 years? I don't remember. But yeah, like that's worth it. And it's not going to be back till 11 months. Who cares?
任せる。この仕事は君に任せる。
But what I find myself doing a lot is I completely have forgotten a word, big surprise, and I have to again, you know. It's not like a new word where it comes back in a minute, it's coming back at 9. So I just keep forgetting it. I really have to re-drill it in my head.
騙す。人を騙してはいけません。対比。この絵は赤と黒の対比が美しいですね。
花嫁。
花嫁。花嫁が父親と一緒に入ってきましたね。言い方。そんな言い方をしてはいけません。 掘る。彼は木の像を掘ったの。
Wall.
猫が塀の上で寝ているぞ。
Wall.
見つめる。彼はその絵をずっと見つめていたの。
Wall.
中間。その2つの町の中間には
Didn't I just do
川
this
が
one?
流れているの。
Am I crazy? Tampakutsu.
タンパク質。タンパク質は大切な栄養です。
Enclosed.
同封。
Enclosure.
手紙に写真が同封されていたよ。
縄。枝を縄で縛ったよ。大晦日。日本では大晦日
I
に
swear
そ
to
ばを
God,
食
there's
べ
like
ます。
16 words for New Year's. Well, I guess specifically New Year's Eve.
「書く」。背中をお母さんに書いてもらったの。
握手。彼らは握手をした。
This is another word that I've completely forgotten. And even though I already did this process of pressing again a million times once, I have to do it again because I've just completely forgotten it. 'Piloting, steering.
操縦。このボートは操縦が簡単です。
What the hell? Is this? Yeah, this is Brave. I don't know, it's weird. Doesn't even look like Brave. To hang,
吊るす。
hang.
木にブランコを吊るしました。
年賀。
年賀。年賀はがきが売り出されたね。
This means to encourage, but I don't remember how to say it.
励ます。父が息子を励ましたの。
偏見。
偏見。彼は世の中の偏見と戦ったんだ。
Place. Position.
位置。私の町は東京の北に位置します。
Rainbow.
虹。雨が上がって美しい虹が出たね。
Soon.
もうじき。彼はもうじき父親になります。
Soon. This is B.
蜂。友達が蜂に刺されたんだ。
Ancestor?
洗剤。床に洗剤をこぼしてしまいました。
餅。正月には餅を食べますよ。
Yeah, I don't understand my brain, right? It's like I got this right 2 days in a row. I was like, yeah, mochi, mochi, that's mochi. And then all of a sudden, I just completely forget everything. And I'm like, I have no idea what this is.
紳士、身なりのいい紳士が話しかけてきたの。
内陸。彼は中国の内陸を旅行しました。
繁栄。あの国は経済的に繁栄しているわね。
I hate this word. I forget it every time.
情勢。私は世界情勢を知るために毎日ニュースを見るわ。他方。他方の視点からも見てみましょう。
Whoa. Pose up.
塞がる。傷口はもう塞がりました。
This word too. It's cowardly. Cowardice. But 卑怯?
卑怯。
Yes.
彼らは卑怯な方法で勝利した
I have
の。
been pressing again on this word for like a week straight. 'To see someone
見舞い。
personal
友
visit,
達が
yes.
見舞いに来てくれたよ。
Namakeru. Be lazy.
怠ける。
neglect.
怠けていないで手伝って。
Withstand?
耐える。
Yes.
このビルは大地震に耐えられるでしょうか。
Like, do you see how many repeats I have? How many fails I have here? Like, you really shouldn't have this many in a deck that you have completed. It just doesn't make any sense.
墓。祖父の墓は近くにあります。
I never get this word either. I mean, but at the very least, I'm getting exposed to these sentences over and over. So I think that does help. To me, being unable to memorize kanji does help. I get the listening, you know.
高等学校。弟が高等学校を卒業しました。
And it means group.
班。班のメンバーは5人です。
上司。上司に相談してみます。
This means like practical.
実用的。
Yes.
彼の発明品は皆実用的だよ。バイト。今日は6時からバイトです。
Makaseru. Entrust to, leave to.
任せる。この仕事は君に任せる。
ちょうだい。
ちょうだい。 それ一つちょうだい。
Is there a better translation for this? Sometimes this is my only complaint about this deck. Sometimes the translations are a little weird. Like they're probably technically like that's probably the most technical thing translation, like the most one-to-one, but I don't know. Contrast.
対比。この絵は赤と黒の対比が美しいですね。
I got this wrong though. Between.
中間。その2つの町の中間には川が流れているの。
There.
見つめる。
I
彼は
always
そ
get this
の
one
絵を
wrong too.
ずっと見つめていたの。
I don't know why. 言い方。
言い方。そんな言い方をしてはいけません。
Come on, you gotta know this.
焼き鳥。焼き鳥はビールに合うな。
Yep. 明瞭。Clear, plain.
明瞭。彼は話し方が明瞭ね。
揃える。To like a line.
揃える。
Yes.
花は長さを揃えて花瓶に刺しましょ
You have no many time. You have no many times. You do not know how many times I see. This is a good example of how this can work. When I first saw this word, I was like, dude, what is happening? I cannot for the life of me remember this word. And I kept forgetting it. But we were on the up and up. Because I did that so many times and kept pressing again, like I should, I am actually kind of getting it now, even though, you know, I think this is the third time I've gotten to about this point in the spaced repetition, you know, journey of a flashcard here.
う。花は長さを揃えて花瓶に刺しましょ
New Year's Eve.
大晦日。日本では大晦日にそばを食べます。
Kaku, scratch.
書く。背中をお母さんに書いてもらったの。
Akushu. Handshake.
握手。彼らは握手をした。
In 2 days, when I forget you again. It just doesn't look like handshake. I don't know. Encourage. 励ます.
励ます。父が息子を励ましたの。
Means like detergent or cleaner, but I don't.
洗剤。床に洗剤をこぼしてしまいました。
Fuck, I'm remembering the.
繁栄。
Damn it.
あの国は経済的に繁栄しているわね。
Thriving.
紳士。身なりのいい紳士が話しかけてきたの。
う。餅。正月には餅を食べますよ。
inland.
内陸。彼は中国の内陸を旅行しました。
Situation.
情勢。私は世界情勢を知るために毎日ニュースを見るわ。
Can I see when I'm gonna fuck something up? Boss.
上司。上司に相談してみます。
Gravestone. Grave.
墓。祖父の墓は近くにあります。
Contrast. Hi.
対比。この絵は赤と黒の対比が美しいですね。
I rip.
洗剤。床に洗剤をこぼしてしまいました。
Driving.
繁栄。あの国は経済的に繁栄しているわね。
Wow. I am still so conflicted on whether or not I should. Just use Anki or not, man. I don't know. I really do want to use Anki. Okay, I guess that's it for now. I guess I'll probably find. I don't know. I am still so conflicted. I'll probably do it like a third day in a row of sentence mining while like being conflicted on what I should do. I should send him to Anki or send him to Migaku.